Well, hello, my beautiful people. My name is Gat, and welcome back to, you know what it is already, Making Lovers. Last time, we had a party with Saki, her friend, and my friend Kakiru, and things got a little bit, weird. Because Saki got drunk on, sake, and she thought Kakiru was, her brother. She thought I was her mom, and her friend was, just her friend. And we had a fun time. Then we played tennis for our 1 month anniversary, and she got eaten because she lost in the locker room. So yeah, that happened. And now it's a brand new day, so let's continue. Saki-san, I washed the bathtub, so you want to take a bath, you can fill it up now.
Thank you. I suppose I'll borrow it eventually, but today I'll be fine with just a shower.
We're kicking back and relaxing after work, like always. Lately, I've been staying over in Saki's room all the time, so today I invited her to my room instead. Sorry, I know it's not spacious as your room. It's pretty cramped, huh?
No, not at all. Besides, there was a time when I wanted a room like this myself.
Saki-san lies down in front of me and says, as he says that, she then starts rolling around like a cat. Not something I expected her to do. Hey, I can goro na with you.
Yes, of course. It's your room, so you can do what you want.
Oh, hell yeah. Goro na, goro na.
Yeah, hey!
I start rubbing her tits. Goro na. Yeah. Time to go under her skirt.
Not there. Business hours are over for today.
What? Really? Sykes, time for a sneak attack.
I said no, okay? Do you really want to upset me that badly? Eep!
Saki-san's incredibly strict when she's on her period.
Look, you can come over here as long as you don't do anything naughty.
Okay, then I'll hug the snuffing out of you. I'll settle for that. I hugged Saki-san tightly on my apartment floor. And this is heaven. Just hearing Saki-san's heartbeat up close like this is enough to blow away all my fatigue. You know, it's nice just to do nothing and roll around every now and then.
It sure is. But if you could have sex, you would, wouldn't you?
You bet your ass I would.
Jeez, you're such a boy.
For some reason, she hugs me back even tighter. I'm always seeking her attention, but I think Saki-san just enjoys giving people her attention in general. What do you want for dinner? Want to go out to eat? Somewhere?
That would be nice, but would it be okay if I asked to stay here tonight?
Of course. I never say no to that, especially since you're always letting me stay at your place.
Yay! I've actually been wanting to explore your apartment. It's not often I get the opportunity to see a man's home.
Explore? It's just a studio apartment. I know this is weird coming from me, but there isn't really anything here that you'll find fun. She went under my mattress.
Woohoo! So exciting!
Saki-san sits down in the middle of my room with her back straight. What now? Is she expecting me to do something? Is there something you would like me to give you? Just say so.
Whip it out!
My dick?
No. I can make you.
Oh no, I said it wrong.
I'll make you.
Saki-san still hung up on that?
By the way, if I find any autographs, shinkenshi, or ticket stubs for handshake events, I'll take that as a sign of cheating.
I've got nothing like that. I'm not as addicted to porn as you think I am.
Really now?
Really?
You swear?
Swear to God. Dude, if you're lying, you're gonna get struck down by lightning. Like, he's like, I swear to God, lightning just, as soon as he hits God, lightning like, boom! Don't use my name. Don't use my name. I don't get it. Why is Saki so jealous of this porn star? Question. What is it about I Miku that has you got so worried in the first place?
Well, she was a part of your life before we got to know each other, wasn't she?
Through porn, yeah.
It's like she knows all sides of your past self that I don't. Which makes her like an ex-girlfriend.
No! That's some fucked up reasoning. I never met her. It's okay, Saki-san. There's nothing to worry about. In the eyes of men, porn stars are like fashion trends that get thrown out as the season changes.
That's a harsh thing to say. Do you have no love for Miku-chan?
What? Are you disappointed or jealous?
Hey, is it okay if I iron these shirts?
Sure. That'll help a lot, actually.
Then leave it to me.
We're pretty bored since we have nothing to do here. Saki-san seems to be enjoying herself just snooping around my room and finding things to help out with.
Oh my! This shirt is missing a button. I'll fix it for you, okay?
Oh, you can sew too? It's like you're perfect in every way.
Huh? Sewing on a button is something anyone can do, isn't it?
Nope. Dude, I know nothing about sewing. Like, what do I know? That, like, people will say, oh, that's feminine. It's like, it doesn't matter, man. Like, I can cook. I can clean. Like, I know how to do laundry. I know how to clean and everything. Let's see, I can cook. Dude, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. My dad, just because I cook, he gives me a little bit of shit. Not like, oh, that's not manly. No, he just like joking around. What does he say? Because there's a Mexican saying, if you know how to cook, or I think it's cook rice or cook in general, it's like, you now can get married. If you could cook anything, in Mexican tradition, it's like, now you can marry. He says it to me all the time, and it's like, shut up. Let's see. It's something...
Sewing on a button is something anyone can do, isn't it?
I'm sorry, but needless to say, I'm bad at sewing. I'm sure if I use a sewing machine, I'll break it in 5 seconds flat. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses after all. Sorry, I don't have any sewing needles or threads here.
That's fine. I always carry some in my bag.
Why though? She's not kidding. Saki-san has taken out a sewing kit from the bag she's always carrying. Ever since she started folding my laundry, she's been emitting some powerful wife energy. Hey, Saki-san, you really look like a wife right now.
Oh my! We're married now?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's exactly whose wife I am supposed to be.
Please stop. The way you're pointing a needle at me while smiling is freaky as shit. She's pointing a needle at you. Dude, my manager, she noticed it like as soon as I said something, but she came walking because she was like cutting boxes, right? So she had a box cutter in her hand. And she comes walking like normally towards me, and I'm like, put the thing down. Like I have my hands up and everything, like, put it down, put it down. And she's like, oh, shut up. Man, if you have a needle, like I'll joke around. I'm not gonna be like, put the shit down. I'm a joking guy. But low key, I was scared of shit. Like, you know what I mean?
There, it's done. Let me know if you end up with another clothes with missing buttons, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Going on dates outside is nice, but lounging around inside isn't bad either.
True. It might actually be nice to spend a day doing nothing.
I've noticed something recently. We got into the point where it doesn't feel awkward when we're not doing or even saying anything. That's become a critical part of our relationship, I think. Pardon me?
Jeez, you're like a needy baby.
I cling onto her from behind as she resumes ironing. When I watch her doing housework up close, I can't help but imagine what married life would be like with her. Do you think it would work out if we got married?
What happened? Why are you bringing this up now?
Nothing happened. I was just trying to imagine. I don't want anyone taking it away from me. So, I was just... What the fuck was that? Oh. Someone followed me. They probably on Twitter right now. Like, if you don't follow me on Twitter, like, I have highlights and everything. I put my highlights on Twitter, which I'm gonna start putting right here on YouTube pretty soon. But that's just weird. I'm not streaming or anything, but I still get it. It's so it's so dumb. I love it. Sorry, that's just scary. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, and they follow me on Twitter también. Oh shit. Okay, after I'm done, I'm gonna follow them and everything. I was just thinking, I should start considering marriage.
Thank you, but I have no intention of dating anyone besides you, okay? We work together, spend time together, sleep together, and even bathe together. With all of this time we're spending together, I don't think I can ever part from you now.
Saki-san. Her hands stop.
I'm sorry. This is a heavy topic to bring up, isn't it?
Not at all. In fact, I'm glad. I want to spend even more time with you, if that's okay with you. I can't even think of life without her anymore. In fact, it makes me wonder how other couples even break up. Hey Saki-san, if we got married, how many kids would you want?
Kids? Let me see.
What if we had 4 kids who were just like me, and they all looked and act just like me?
I feel like that would be quite difficult for me to handle as a mother.
Excuse you? They could all be good, low-maintenance kids for all you know. Okay, in that case, Saki-san, allow me to conduct a material aptitude test. How many kids would you want? Like, I joke around, but I want a big family, you know? Like, even though my dad got married a bunch of times and he has kids from other people, I still want, like, you know, more than him. He has 7 kids. I want at least 8.
Yeah, that's crazy. You want 8?
Yes, I want 8 kids. Like, like, I want to beat my dad. Like, my grandfather had 7 kids, my dad had 7 kids, and, you know, me? I think I could beat 8. Either 8 or at least 7. Like, dude, I don't know why. I just want I want a lot of kids. Like, maybe adopt too. Like, maybe adopt a few. Like, if I ever get rich, like, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt when they got married, I would adopt también, you know? Like, give kids something that they never had, you know? Okay, anyway, I'm getting to allow me to conduct a maternal aptitude test.
What's that?
Level 1. First year of life. No! Am I really being a baby right now?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? Did you have a scary dream? Breastfeed me, please! You're a very eloquent speaker for an infant.
Mama Saki needs more love. Level 2. 5 years old.
Oh my! What a troublesome child you are! You're 5 years old and you're still whining. I was sexually harassed by
Mama Saki needs to use gentler words with her son. Level 3. 9 years old. Really? 9 years old? I would have said teenage years.
Are you sure you don't have a speech impediment? Are you okay? Did something happen at school? I want to be a YouTuber, so I filmed a prank video where I got dropkick people passing by at the station, and then I got arrested. Oh, I see. You're no son of mine. Could you please go disappear somewhere?
Mama Saki abandons her 9-year-old son? Level 4. Really? We jumped the teen years? You know, the emo phases, or like, you don't understand, Mom. It's not a phase. You know, 28 years old.
You're still crying like that. This deserves a strangling. Mommy, please! No violence! You're tearing this family apart! Anyway, enough with the whine. You're 28, aren't you? Don't you have a job? I snagged the job as a garbage man through Hello Work, but then I played hooky on my first day. So you're unemployed then? Basically, yeah! Why? Why does my son have to be unemployed and wall all the time?
That's just how kids roll these days. Really? Like, that's lame. I don't roll like that. Look, let me tell you something. Let me give you some advice. Don't bitch, don't cry. That's it. Like, life will always hit you hard. Well, I'm talking about when you're 18. When you're younger, you can bitch and cry. Like, that's understandable. You know what I mean? But unless you have something wrong with you, like you have depression or something, you can't cry. No one gives a fuck. Like, I cry, but to myself. No one cares. You just need to, you know, go through it. I know it's a little harsh, but that's the truth. You gotta go through it, man. That's how kids roll these days. Well, at least I'm not one of these dumbass kids. Alright, Saki-san. Allow me to announce your maternal aptitude. Your mommy rank is Z.
Z? That's slow. Does that even qualify as a ranking?
From these simulations, I felt not a single shred of maternal love from you. You look at your child coldly, abandon him, and resort to domestic violence. Not even I can overlook such a serious infraction.
I'm sorry, but I believe that raising a child right starts at a young age, and that's what I intend to do. If my child gleefully commits sexual harassment against his kindergarten teacher and was unemployed at 28, as a mother, I'm sure I would scold him harshly.
I wish my grandmother scolded my uncle. Like, my uncle, he was always on drugs, right? But he had to pay child support because he got some girl pregnant. And like, he would go to a job, work only 5 months, then skip before, you know, child support caught on to him. Then after that, he did odd jobs and lived in my grandpa's house till what? Till my grandma and grandpa died. He was what? My dad's 62? He's like 68. He's an old motherfucker, living with his parents. But they didn't scold him. I wish they did, you know? Like, if he had Saki as a mother, he would be a respectful member of society. Whoa, she's smiling, but I'm pretty sure she's not joking. Okay, should I take that as a declaration that you'll start being a strict mother, then?
I'm not sure I'll go that far. I mean, it's only natural to want to raise your kids right, isn't it?
Sorry, Saki-san, but that raising kids right dogma has been ruining the mental health of these kids these days. Well, you know, raising your kids right is not spoiling the motherfucker, okay? Like, damn. Like today, there was a mother at Yogurtland. The kid was screaming his head off. He was like 5. He was like, yeah, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he was screaming, but he didn't have, it wasn't like he had any mental problems. He was just doing it because he thought it was fun. Because I know mental problems. I have family that do have mental problems. So don't be like, oh, what if he had, what is it? Like autism or no, he didn't have none of that. You know what I mean? He was just screaming and laughing like it's the funniest shit. And the mom did nothing. The mother did nothing. It's like, when I was a kid, my mother would have slapped the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Or at least told me to stop. The mother did nothing. Okay, ruining the mental health of these kids. Well, you know, raising kids right, it's like, don't get me wrong. Don't be like one of those parents like, you get A's and nothing. You get A's. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna tear your kid's mental health. But, you know, be okay with, like, when their grades, like, at least you're passing, right? Like, passing is good. But don't let your kids be like, I'm going out, Mom, and dressing like this. Like, dude, something bad's gonna happen. I don't care. I'll dress like a chola or chola all I want. It's like, dude, no. Anyway, what exactly do you mean by right?
Well, first of all, from birth to age 4, when the child's immune system is still developing, raise them in a sanitary, sheltered environment is probably the opposite of what you want to do.
Well, right.
I want my children to play outside and get dirty.
Like I did. I used to eat dirt when I was a kid.
And bring them to the park. Let them play mostly in the sandboxes.
Okay.
No matter how old you get, health is an essential to the human body. Kids these days are prone to bacteria and viral infections, so I want my child to develop a resistance to those things at a young age. At age 5, when mental and physical development starts rapidly advancing, I want them to start learning simple things. I will only teach them Japanese at first, not English. The intent here is for them to suitably master their mother tongue. I want my kids to spend their days reflecting on their thoughts and feelings, even during normal daily conversations. If I neglect to teach them that skills, then they might end up as indecisive as me.
You know, it really seems like you've given this a lot of thought. This is true. Everything she's saying is right so far. Like, damn it, Saki. I love you. Please be my waifu, like my actual wife.
Huh? Really? Then, much should be normal for any household, shouldn't it?
No, I seriously doubt it. By the time I was 5, I'm pretty sure I was already wasting my life playing video games. Well, playing video games is not a waste of life, depending where you live. Like, if you're a suburban kid, no, go outside, experience the world, you know? But I live in East Los. If I go outside, something might have happened. Dude, I remember going outside, going to school. Like, I almost got mugged a couple times. What did I do? I ran like a bitch. But at least I didn't get mugged. It's like, dude, like, that's all I had to do. I just played video games. Don't get me wrong, I did go outside. I did hang out with friends and everything. But even then, I was wasting time smoking weed and doing other bad stuff, you know, that I shouldn't have. Like, wasting your time playing video games is like pretty safe when you're in a bad neighborhood. You know? Well, it's not that bad. Don't get me wrong. East Los is not as bad as it was back in my dad's times, but you know, there's still gangs and everything around here, so yeah, cautious, you know? It's not dangerous where it's like the moment you stepped outside, it's like, I got stabbed, ah! You know? It's like, no. Just be cautious of where you are. Look around your surroundings and be careful, you know?
At age 7, I want them to take swimming lessons. Swimming will train their core muscles and accumulation to the temperature differences in and out of the water. Should help boost their immune system.
Dude, I wish I learned how to swim.
Also, around that age, I want them to learn how to use an abacus as well. Math is the basis of theoretical thinking, so I want them to grow accustomed to numbers.
Well, you know what? I have something close to that, but not really, because I don't really care about math. At age 7, I want my kids to learn chess, man. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I was playing chess with my dad. I didn't really understand it when he first taught me, but through playing, like, I really love chess. I'm not gonna lie. And I wish I could play with my dad sometimes. I'll probably go buy one, cause man, chess is fun. Swimming? An abacus? I'm sure there's a lot of other things Mama Saki will want to teach her kids or daughters. She was raised in a completely different environment than I was. An environment with learning objectives completely foreign to me. Well, yeah. But are you sure about this? Even if you raise them strictly when they're little, they can't stray away that path in middle school. I definitely would.
It's not like I want to shackle my children or anything, you know? I do believe that we need to pay extra attention to them once they're old enough to have their own phones, but aside from that, I tend to respect my children's independence.
Respect their independence? Really? But you just talked about how you'll force them to do all that stuff while they're too young to even remember anything.
If there's anything they don't feel like accomplishing, they can still just quit. I'll stand by them at the start line, but it's up to them if they want to cross the finish line.
Huh? Really?
Yes, I could force them to continue, but that wouldn't really have much meaning, I don't think. If they rather kick a soccer ball than flick an abacus, I won't stop them.
True, that's good.
If they find other things they want to do, then I want them to try them all while they're still young.
I see. Let them try various things while they're still young and learn from their failures. That's a strategy. My parents tried that with me, though, so I know that if I don't do it well, it's a lot of hidden pitfalls. If you give your kids too much freedom to try things out, they might lose the motivation to give up after their nip failure, you know?
I don't think that's true.
Oh, you seem pretty confident about that.
I am. You can accept failures to some extent if you fail at something you yourself chose to do, can't you? I think that principle goes for both adults and children. In my eyes, there are only two situations that trips you from the motivation to get back up. Either when you fail at something you were confident you succeed at, or you fail to meet the exception someone forced on you. So, if a child is given enough freedom to make their own decisions, I think they're capable of finding that motivation to get back up, even if they experience unexpected frustrations.
Haha! I get the feeling you might put a lot of pressure on your kids once you become a mother.
Not at all. It's not like I intend on criticizing my children for their failures. But I do think it's good to apply a little pressure. Kids who parents have zero expectations has it just as hard as those who parents have high expectations, don't you think?
You got a point. Having expectations placed on you is a bit tiresome, but can also serve as motivation, I suppose. One prime example is the elementary schoolers, who get a big motivational boost while their parents come cheer for them on sports days. By the way, how long will you let your kids play video games each day?
1 hour.
Ah no! Mama Saki, you just made an enemy of gamers all over the world! If we did have kids, I'd probably put all the parenting onto you. And as a father, I'll lead a deprived, hedonistic lifestyle to set a bad example for them.
That's not good. That earns you a daddy rank of 0, a 7.
Anyway, as you might expect by looking at her, Saki-san seems to love children. I'm sure she'll be able to handle adult children like me too. Have you ever considered a job in nursing? You seem cut out for it.
Oh my! That's a kind thing for you to say.
I was only joking when I gave her the mommy rank of Z. I'm sure any man would be glad to marry her. I spent the afternoon mulling over that thought.
We're at the station! Ah!
We're at the food court. Dude, no, don't do this to me. I'm hungry. Like, I'm really hungry right now.
Thank you for the food.
I'm sorry. I should have found a classier restaurant, huh?
Gee, stop worrying about that so much. You go broke if you try to show off every time we eat out, won't you?
After lazing around for longer than usual, Saki-san and I ended up having dinner here. By the way, I had shoyu ramen and Saki-san had udon, noodles for toodles.
Noodles for toodles.
What now? Want to do some shopping before we head back?
Good idea. I want to look at some clothes. Will you join me?
Yeah, of course. Especially if we're talking about lingerie.
Hey, could you at least see that sort of tuck it for at home?
Sorry.
Mommy! Wow! Oh my, is she lost?
Upon leaving the mall food court, we see an unaccompanied girl crying. There's no sign of her mother anywhere, so Saki-san's probably right about her being lost. Go on, show us what you got, mommy rank Z?
You can use your daddy rank C powers here too, you know?
Nope, she's all yours.
Hello there. Is everything okay? Where's your mom and dad? My dad? He's gone. Because he ran off of a woman he met at the club when I was in kindergarten. Huh? I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Please don't cry.
Saki-san stepped on a landmine within 5 seconds flat. But that wasn't her fault. It's not like she had any way of knowing the kid's family status.
Anyway, come with me to the service counter, okay? Do you know where Mom is? My mom? My mom's gone too. Huh? Because she ran off of a man she met at a summer festival when I was in kindergarten. Wah!
Nice going, mommy rank Z. Keep rubbing the salt in her wounds.
I'm pretty sure I was only asking the obvious questions.
She's got a point. This is an awfully high level lost child. If both of her parents have run off on her, then who did she come here with?
You were calling for your mommy, weren't you? Just making sure, but are you lost? You were lost, right? Yeah, I'm lost. That's why I'm seeking the courteous care of an adult in this general vicinity. Incidentally, I've been wondering something, ma'am. You're an old lady, aren't you? Everyone past the age of 30 is, by definition, old. Oh my, you seem quite composed for someone who was just crying just some moments ago. Incidentally, I'll have you know that I'm still in my late 20s, so please don't misunderstand, okay? Wow! You shitty, worthless old lady! Wow!
Well, fuck you then. Just walk off. I would have walked off. Like, fuck this little girl.
Oh no! For the very first time, I feel like committing violence against a child.
Saki-san awakened to a newfound destruction impulse.
You see, my new mommy brought me here on a shopping trip today. My new mommy being a relative. I see. Your family situation really is complicated then. Do you have a phone? Can you contact your new mommy on yours? I do have a phone, but my new mommy won't pick up when I call her. Well, why not? Because...
Just drop it, Saki-san. You're just gonna step on another landmine.
But I can't leave her by herself.
Fuck her!
I got busted, so my new mommy probably got mad and went home by herself. Busted? For what? I put 600,000 yens worth of magpie gacha rolls on her credit card. She found out when she tried to buy some new clothes at a store here and had her card rejected.
600,000?
Oh my! Let's just leave her and go.
Yeah, let's go.
You're abandoning me too, you old hag? Wah!
Well, fuck you, kid. It looked like Saki-san has learned from this experience. No matter how cute this might look, any kid in the world could be an inconceivable little shit.
I'm sorry, but could you come with me to the service counter? Buy me a drink. Don't make me sick Hamjira on you. Achoo! Awoo!
Hamster howl.
Wow! What's this creep's problem?
After being called hag by that brat, Saki-san switched into berserker mode and dragged her all the way to the service counter. Her smile and optimism gone. Saki-san remained frowning all night. which is quite unlike her. Well, yeah, fuck the little kid. I'm not gonna lie, fuck her. Well, looks like she was able to find her new mommy or whatever. That's good.
I'm exhausted.
Whoa, I never seen her this disheartened.
That incident just took all my confidence away. I thought all kids were cute, no exceptions.
Nope, no they're not. And that's where you went wrong. You know, that's where you fucked up, believing in shit. There's tons of kids out there in the world who can't bend back into shape. That kid had to been an early elementary schooler. Kids are still cute at that age, but there are some truly demonic little bastards among them.
I changed my mind. Before I let my kids play in sandbox, I had to teach them manners.
Yes, manners, huh?
I'll drop teaching them the abacus and make doubly sure they understand social hierarchies and make them join a merit-based theater or ballet group while not letting them give up on those without permission.
What happened to their independence? Weren't you going to respect your child's decisions?
No, until children can probably tell right from wrong, adults need to keep a tight hold on their reign.
Well, yeah. Also end up like me, smoking marijuana at the age of 12, getting to bad stuff, stealing a little bit, and yeah, man, getting to bad shit. At least I wasn't in a gang, so my dad did alright.
And obviously, no phone. If a child of mine stole my credit card and spent 600,000 yen, I'm not even sure I can stop myself from slapping them in the face.
Wow, she's already becoming disillusioned by the realities of parenthood.
But in any case, I still think children are cute, but they can seem like a handful to raise. I can talk their ideals all I want, but I'm sure I'll have a hard time once I actually become a parent.
I'm pretty sure it's that way for everyone. One of Saki-san's more charming aspects is that she isn't a saint. Now that Saki-san has gotten angry at a child, she knows that they aren't all sunshine and rainbows. While she normally has a warm, gentle smile on her face, I know that she's not perfect and that she can be awkward at times, and I love her all the more for it. Well, you got a point. If my daughter wasted 600,000 yen, I'll be tempted to slap her too.
I know, right? Otherwise, she'll never learn.
I hold hands with the fuming Saki-san as we head back home. We'll continue talking about what our ideal parenthood would be like, even after we get back.
I don't think I'll let my daughters have phones until they're at least 20 years old.
They'll get bullied at school for sure.
Making lovers.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna end it there. Sorry, the music is just Alrighty, I'm gonna end it there. Ah, man. What would you do? Like, how would you raise your child? Like, I know you're either young, or you might have children, or whatever, or you're thinking about having children, or you're about to be a parent. Doesn't matter. How would you raise your child? Like, for me, I would raise them, well, kind of like her, teaching them manners. That's the first thing about me, teaching them manners, and just how to have fun and enjoy life, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, you should be cautious about life, like when you go outside, right? But you should also not be like one of those parents that keeps your kids sheltered like my dad, you know? There's gotta be a middle ground. You know, having fun playing video games and, you know, not being a little, shit. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll teach them bad stuff too, like... I'll teach them how to... What do I teach them? I taught my little sister this, I don't remember, You know what I'll teach them? Well, this is when they're older, like 18 or something. I'll teach them how to roll a joint. Like, come on, man. I remember learning how to roll joints when I was like, what, 13? Like, fuck, man. And then no, that's not good. What would I teach my kids? Video games at a young age. like at the age of like maybe less than 4. Like I'll teach them how to play video games. I don't know, man. I don't know what to teach a kid. Acting. Not acting, but like being dramatic as fuck. I can't believe you done that. Why? Why? Like teach them how to be dramatic. Oh, that could be problems too. I don't know, man. What would you teach your children? Cooking. That's the first thing I'll teach my children. How to cook, man. And do like chores, like cleaning and laundry. Anyway, I think that's about it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. Alrighty, this is Gat saying farewell, and as always...